Guys, today we're chatting about pride. Now, pride is also one of the ways that we tend to self-sabotage. And as promised, that I will be sharing my reflections as I'm going on reading the book The Mountain Is You. If you're new here and you're not sure what I'm talking about, I am currently busy reading the book The Mountain Is You, and I really find it interesting because I know that there's a lot of people that can relate to what I have been going through, and also asking the same questions that I started asking. I wanted to know why some things keep happening in my life, and I needed answers, so I started searching. And then this is the first book that I decided I want to read, and also do some reflections on my personal page. And so, if you are one of those ladies that are looking for answers, then welcome. You are also welcome to follow me. And yes, guys, so yeah, I'm using a mic today because I'm also posting the videos that I'm making here on YouTube, and the sound must really be good on YouTube. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna read a piece out of the book. It's actually a really small piece and it's straight to the point. I don't even need to talk a lot about what I'm gonna read now. It's saying pride is often involved in many of our worst decisions. Sometimes we know a relationship is wrong, but the shame of leaving seems worse than staying. Sometimes we start a business and realize we don't really like it very much, or refuse to accept that we need to change or ask for help. In these cases, our pride is getting in the way. We are making decisions based on how we imagine, the emphasis on imagine, people view our lives, not how they actually are. This is not only inaccurate, but it is also a very unhealthy. Now the thing is, why I said emphasis on imagine. What I realized or what I've learned over the past few years is that the things that we think people are thinking about us is so inaccurate. Like it's not even true. We're just telling ourselves, um, oh, this person the way this person is looking at me, what is he thinking, why is he thinking that, and we go on and on and on. The fact is that people don't even care. Nobody really cares about your life as a person. Everybody has their own insecurities, their own things happening, busy happening in their own minds. So they don't really have time um, to look at your life. Yes, some of us are looking at each other's lives, but that is so irrelevant. Okay, guys, so this one is straight to the point. I don't think we need to even elaborate more on it. We all know what this means. So let's go and look at how we can resolve it. Okay, we say to overcome our attachment to pride, we have to start to see ourselves more wholly and honestly. Instead of thinking that we need to prove to everyone around us how perfect and flawless our lives are, we can imagine ourselves more realistically as people who, despite our weaknesses, are trying our best. In the end, it looks far more worse to hold on to what's wrong because you care about what others think than it is to let go, because that's what's wrong for you. People will respect you far more if you can acknowledge that you are also an imperfect person like everyone else, learning, adapting, and trying your best. Okay, so in reaching this mindset, you also open yourself up to learning by not assuming you know everything and that you need to seem perfect. You can admit when you're wrong, asking for assistance, and lean to others sometimes. Basically, you open yourself back up to growth, and your life is better for it over a long time. So, I'm just thinking now as I'm reading how many of us feel that People must think you have it all together, you have it all figured out. She looks so um perfect. How can anything be wrong with what she's busy doing? How can anything be wrong with her life? We want to give people that impression that our lives are perfect, and it's not necessary, because we all here to learn. We are all here to learn. And yeah, so guys, that is why I decided that I want to share as much as much information as I can with you. If you are open to learn, if you are also that person that wants to know more about life, more about your life, more about how things are happening in your life. So until our next video, guys, we'll chat again, and remember that I love you and that God loves you more.